I've had to split up the wrap up into 2 parts. So I only had 2 books left to talk about, so I'll talk about them here. The next book that I read was, this is my May wrap up, by the way, in case you didn't see part 1. The next book that I read after Moriarty was My Ride or Die. I listened to this. I received it as an ARC, but from NetGalley, but I did not have a chance to read it until May. So I'm very sorry about that, but I did enjoy it. I gave it 4 stars. It is a romance by Leslie Cohen. It was really good. However, I completely misread the situation of the book, and I thought it was going to be a friends to lovers from what I was reading, and I was like, oh, this is cool, like, and then it took a turn that I didn't expect, but like there was so much chemistry between them that I really thought that it was going to be friends to lovers. It wasn't. But basically this is about 2 best friends, and Sophie is engaged at the beginning of the book, and basically decides to not get married. Like, she's on her wedding day, she's like, you know, I don't think this is for me, and she backs out, and they send all the guests home and figure out what to do next. And so then she's trying to figure out what to do, and she can't go back to her ex-fiance's apartment, and she doesn't have one of her own anymore. She thought she was going to live with him. So she and her best friend decide to buy a house together. They're both pretty successful, so they can do that. They do live in New York, but they find a brownstone that needs a lot of repair work for pretty cheap, and Sophie is very competent at that, so they just buy it and get to work. But Sophie is like super like boho chic and like wants to go on adventures all the time, so like being tied down to one place is super frustrating to her, and that's why she ran away from being married. Hello, Alvin. What do you need, sir? What is wrong? Al just came in to say hi. But that's why she broke off the wedding, and so like the same kind of mental space starts to take over, and so she finds herself really stressed out. Yeah, they decide to go on like vacation for a while the house is being like renovated on the parts that they can't do. And her friend meets a guy that she hasn't seen since like 2nd grade and hits it off really well with him. Then they go home, and you know, it's a romance, so of course she sees him again, and Sophie is doing her own thing, and yeah, so I gave it 4 stars. The ending was really unexpected, but I did like it. It just seemed kind of sudden, but it was okay. And again, I misread the situation and thought it was going to be friends to lovers, but it wasn't. They both wound up with like, one friend wound up with a guy, and then one friend wound up going like on her own adventure. Excuse me. Okay, so the next book that I read was Legendary, by the same author of Caraval. Again, I'll add the cover. I don't remember the author's name. I'm very sorry. I liked Legendary much better than I liked Caraval. It actually followed Donatella instead of Scarlet, and I liked her so much better in this book. She was no longer annoying. She was just better. I was like, oh, your annoyingness was an act. It all makes sense now. And again, the ending, like, unexpected, like, wow. Yeah, I can't say much more without like spoiling the first book, but it was still good. It's still circus. There's still like a prize worth murdering people for. So yeah, that happens. Plus, like, Donatella has like her own stakes because she's accidentally made a deal with a fake, which is very bad. So pretty much she has like an extra deadline to meet or she'll die. So yeah, but I enjoyed it a lot. I gave it 4 stars. I did listen to it, and I like the narrator's voice for both books. I think it's the same narrator as the Hazelwood and the Night Country. I need to like double check, but I'm pretty sure it's the same person. I just need to learn their name. So yeah, but that was all of the books that I read in May. I enjoyed most of them, but I believe that was, how many books? 8 books? 9 books? I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books in May. So that's pretty good. Yes, I did listen to several of them, but I'm still counting them because I read them and I no longer have to read them now. So yeah, more videos to come soon. Hopefully I can schedule a bunch and just kind of chill for a while, but we'll see. Potentially starting a new job, or looking for jobs, so we'll see what my schedule looks like, but potentially I have a lot of time to read and a lot of time to make content for you all to enjoy. So if you can like and subscribe, that would really help support me. Right now it's just a hobby, but it'd be super cool if this could turn into a job. So please, 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 please hit like and support and subscribe. Also, check out my Instagram, which will be linked below. But that's all for now. So